Good morning and welcome to the Anything Goes project. This morning I've got my coffee and of course we've also got the RainFly Evolution Emergency Shelter. This is something that you can carry in your backpack or your vehicle or just have on you at home as an emergency shelter in the time of need. So we're going to do a complete and full in-depth review, setup, and unbagging. So with that, let's get to it.
Searching for greatness in a sea of the dying and shameless, a sea of the aimless. I don't wanna be one of the nameless. I'ma wake up with the mindset that one day I'm gonna make it, and I don't think I'll be fine if I don't break my limitations. Don't try to stop me, I exist to write my own story. I'll make a decision if I want some peace or if I want the glory. Yeah, don't want a life that is complacent or possibly boring. I just want a life that is worth every day exploring.
Alrighty, so we got the coffee. Coffee feels good this morning. It's been an interesting morning trying to get functioning, so let's jump right into it. First of all, this is the RainFly Evolution. You can pick this up on Amazon. They're relatively inexpensive. This can be used as an emergency shelter. It is something that I like to carry in my vehicle because you never know. Or if you go camping, it fits perfectly inside of my bag. And if you're one of those hikers that counts their ounces and stuff, this is probably not going to be the emergency shelter for you because this weighs in at 1 pound 15 ounces. But let's go ahead and look in the bag and see what we got. Very nice bag. The bag actually works very well. But as you can see, when you pull it out, you've got your emergency shelter, little bag of accessories that go with it, and you've got this bag that you could actually use as a dry bag for, let's say, your electronics or whatever, and it's made of the same ripstop material that their shelter is. So we got their shelter. This is a huge, basically it's a tarp, and it's got all the little tabs on it so you can actually tie off and stake it out that you need to. We're going to jump into a video here and you're actually going to see me setting it up. But before we do that, let's go through the accessories bag. And within the accessories bag, also you get another bag that you can use to put your gear and protect it. So it comes with 6 of these aluminum stakes. These are very lightweight. Comes with paracord, 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 a bunch of carabiners, which this is a really good idea because sometimes you can't really find something to tie into. You can clip it to something. And more paracord, paracord, and more paracord. Seems like a lot of paracord, but you never know when you're going to need it, and you have to stake out all the corners on it, so you might have to tie off to something. So let's jump into the setup process. Okay, so we have jumped outside, and obviously I'm in my vehicle, so you're probably wondering what's going on here. Well, the trees in my yard are like 30 foot apart, so that wouldn't be an optimal area to try to set it up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set it up as I would like if I had my Bronco out camping or overlanding and I did not have a tree nearby or 2 trees nearby. I could actually use the roof rack of the Bronco and a tree to create a shelter for myself. So let's do that. RainFly Evolution. The reason I like this one, it's waterproof. Covers a very large area and it is super simple to set up. So let's jump right into it. you can see, it's not that hard to set up. Just a single line going across there. You use your carabiners up in there and pull a little bit of tension on it. That's all I did here. And in a pinch, it just depends on how high you set it. You could actually have this come all the way to the ground. Or in the case of how I like to use this, I've got a hammock. Take it over the top of the hammock. It gives you more square footage as far as like a dry area for you to be in. So we're gonna go ahead and take this down, and we're gonna jump into the specs on the material and the full size. So with that, let's do that. Oh, real quick side note, if you do happen to be out overlanding and you use your roof rack and you set it up like this, make sure you set it up far enough that you still have access to your vehicle doors. I can still get in my vehicle with no problems, transport things out into here where they're dry, and I can stay safe out of the elements, out of the sun, out of the rain, and I could even potentially set up a small fire over there at the edge of this and stay warm. So just remember that. Oh, and real quick before I tear it down, you can kind of see what I do here with the carabiner. I tie it into a sliding knot. That way I can just kind of cinch it, throw a half hitch in it, tightens it. All right, I'm gonna go park the vehicle back, but this is what happens when you try to film when it's really windy. I broke my phone holder. I think I got a couple more. Okay, so we are back inside. You got to see a little bit of the setup and little action sequence outside. The setup of the RainFly Evolution tarp. This unit is a 10 by 10 tarp. It uses I've got the specs pulled up right here. You'll see them on the screen. It uses the T10 polyester coating for UV protectant for TPUs. It's a lightweight material. The diamond ripstop is heavy duty weather protection, and it's waterproof. How this can be used as an emergency shelter. It can be used to go over a hammock if that's your choice to sleep inside of a hammock on your hikes. There's all kinds of purposes that you can use it for. As you can see, I set it up using my Bronco as one anchor point and a tree. That would be in an overlanding situation. Also, it was very windy outside. Wrecked my phone holder and camera went, but I had another one, so we're good to go. Okay, it comes with one RainFly, 6 aluminum stakes. The paracord is reflective. It's got the reflective tendency, so at night you would be able to see it if you were using a flashlight and won't trip over your own cords. And 7 adjustable ropes, 1 sack for the ropes, which you can use to carry like your phone, keys, and stuff like that. Put it inside of your tent or your hammock. And 1 large carry pouch for all of your other gear that you may want to use. So all in all, this is a nifty, I was going to say nifty little item to keep in your vehicle, in your backpacking backpack. Something that you can use as an emergency shelter or to cover a hammock that you don't want the weather and the elements to get to. In a pinch, this is going to get you out of a bind. So with that, let's go ahead and drop out of this video. If you like what you saw today, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And don't forget to comment, share, and tell me what some other products that you might be interested in. Next week, I will be doing that suspension tent. It is a hybrid suspension tent. It's like a hybrid hammock tent. You can hang in a tree or set it up on the ground. It's a really cool little product, and I like to use it in conjunction with the RainFly. So with that, guys, we're out of here. Like, subscribe, and share.